Hi there, I'm tax attorney Jeff Collins with a quick 2-minute note on avoiding conflicts of interest in IRS audits. All right, tax professionals, trust me that I know when IRS contacts your clients for an examination, you may not want to, but basically feel obligated to represent that client. Look, I get it. One, no one knows the tax return like you do. Second, you think the client expects a service, maybe even as part of their fee paid already for the service. Three, you want to protect the client and the relationship from the unknown. Like I said, I do understand. But here's the rest of the story. This is what could happen. First example, say your client took an unsupported position on his tax return. That means he claimed some item that was unreasonable or grossly misrepresented. Of course, you didn't know about this, but now, since you're representing, the IRS gets your statements about the client. They can summons your work papers, your emails, even testimony against that client. And now you're a witness against your client's wrongdoing. What's worse, you're providing this additional service for almost no additional fee. Example 2, let's say there is some unreasonable deduction, maybe even unreported income to that tax return. Your client, in self-preservation, says to the IRS, "My tax preparer said to file this way." Now you are potentially pitted against your client in an IRS investigation. You couldn't stop that client from making that statement either. Remember, the client always protects himself. And just think, this whole mess could have been avoided. Okay, so this is the lesson. You never, ever represent a client for a tax return that you prepared. Instead, refer a tax attorney that you trust. That attorney's job is to handle the audit, but also manage what is being said to the IRS that affects your relationship with the client. Plus, here's another tip that you probably already know. Most state licensing boards, plus IRS Circular 230, prohibits or discourages your representing any matter that potentially conflicts with the interests of your client. Just don't do it. Plus, keep in mind, your client turned to you for help, not necessarily representation. So, help your client, but protect yourself. Refer a tax attorney to handle the audit. It just works better that way for you and your client.
We are Jones & Collins, assisting tax professionals throughout the United States. Call us today at 877-376-2292 to schedule a confidential one-on-one conference. Protect yourself.